Hey folks, welcome to part 2 of the Sonic 2 It's Tails playthrough, where this time around I'm moving through Zone 2 of the game, Chemical Plant Zone. And yeah, I keep thinking about how this zone was reused for Sonic Generations, and that was all fine and good, but then they brought it back for Sonic Mania, and then they brought it back for Sonic Forces, and I wonder if they're gonna bring it back for Sonic Frontiers, which isn't out yet at the time of the recording and uploading of this part. Which I actually can't wait to play that game. I'm actually excited. I know a lot of people online are complaining about it already, and that's all fine and good because I'm actually excited. No matter what, if there's a new Sonic game out, I'm probably gonna spend the money on it and get it. If there's an old Sonic game, I'm probably gonna spend the money to get it. But anyways, just gonna keep things moving along, and I feel like moving through Chemical Plant Zone becomes pretty easy to do once all the Chaos Emeralds are acquired in Emerald Hill, and heh, I had the nice number of rings there for a second. And I didn't go through that loop quite as well as I was hoping, so redo. And just slide on through the tube. I feel like this tube is probably inspiration for the Game Gear Sonic games, as most of them abuse the privilege of having a sliding tube section in them. We'll just roll on to the end of Act 1, folks. Yeah, there it is. That's going to do it for Act 1 of Chemical Plant. And once you have all the Chaos Emeralds and you're not like trying to collect rings as much as you were, it becomes pretty easy to get through the game. I already got myself a continue, so that's nice. I don't think I'll need any of the continues for this, though. But if you get 10,000 points at the end of each act, you get a continue. But now I currently have 11 lives, and everything's looking pretty good. Over 200,000 points. Points don't really matter to me so much, although every 50,000 points is an extra life, which is pretty nice. Every 10,000, of course, being a continue. I like how in Sonic CD you pretty much get to play as a continue icon when Sonic gets shrunk. That's a concept I'd like to see explored more. You get to play as a tiny Sonic. But yeah, just keep things moving along through that purple drink. I mean, that Mega Mac, or yeah, that's what the purple liquid's called. It's not purple drank, folks. Yeah, but I got another extra life and keeping things rolling along pretty smoothly. I'm gonna slide into the chemical water here. Of course, I got myself hit there for a second, but no need to worry because now I got 13 extra lives. In the early portions of the game, extra lives are pretty easy to acquire, I feel like. And the section here, the chemical water rises, and you gotta look out. Of course, you gotta look out. Sometimes you can get smushed through these phasing blocks if you're not careful. And you can drown in the water, of course. Of course, I've always really liked the music for Chemical Plant Zone. Of course, I've always kind of felt like it's kind of cool that I could play a little bit of it on guitar. But yeah, even though I can use that spring to launch me over, I just want to play it safe. Don't want to fall to my death. And then the boss battle with Eggman, I've always felt like it's pretty easy to deal with and knock out here. You just gotta bounce on him 8 times and rescue the animal buddies. But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for Chemical Plant Zone. Looks like I got enough points once again to get another continue. As you see the icon down there in the bottom right corner. And let's keep things moving along to Aquatic Ruin Zone. Or as it was known in the early version of Sonic 2, Neo Green Hill Zone. And of course, I may be wrong, but I do believe there are like 7 instances I can count off the top of my head anyways, where Green Hill Zone gets brought back, and of course Sonic Advance brings back Neo Green Hill Zone, or at least the name anyway. But yeah, Green Hill Zone gets reused and recycled a lot in Sonic games for some odd reason. I guess it's pretty much just the World 1-1 for Sonic games. It shows up in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Shows up in Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces. It looks like it's going to be in Sonic Frontiers. And just several other instances. But anyways, this is Sonic 2. And that's going to do it for Act 1 of Aquatic Ruin. Not quite enough points to get another continue, but that's all fine and good. Now for Aquatic Ruin Zone Act 2, I always prefer to kind of keep to the upper route, because that way I don't have to deal with underwater sections which slow me down and get me hurt. So you see, I just kind of, get over here. And yeah, just want to try to keep to the upwards path as best as possible so I don't get slowed down. Look out for those enemies. I always like the music here pretty well, but I like the music for all of Sonic 2. Even if I prefer some of the prototype tracks, and it looks like I got myself stuck underwater a little bit. But no need to worry, folks. I'm not bragging upon myself, but when I recorded this playthrough, I'm trying to make sure it was close to as perfect as possible. Hey, it's my alarm clock. Yes, folks, I have the drowning theme set as my alarm. This is what wakes me up every morning. But yeah, folks, I'm just gonna move right on toward the boss of Aquatic Ruin, as I managed to get through here pretty quickly anyway. And once again, the boss of Eggman shows up with a hammer arrow thing. But no need to worry, I do not take any arrows to the knee. And I will knock this battle out pretty quickly, if I do say so myself. And whereas I only got through 1 zone in part 2, I've already got through 2 zones so far. Tails is just like, Peter Paradise. Yeah, one of my coworkers used to say that all the time whenever he'd yawn, because, yeah, Peter Paradise. Anyway, this is Casino Night Zone. And even though I prefer the blue and pink assets from the original prototype version of Casino Night, as well as the music, I still like this zone well enough, and I will still just kind of mosey on through here and do what needs to be done. It's not to say that the final product of the game for this zone is bad by any means. I still like it, I just wish that they left the original palettes and design for it, as well as the music. Kinda gives the zone a totally different vibe. Yeah, so far I got 50 rings, but whereas when you play as Sonic, you're always having to worry about like whether or not you want 50 rings, because Sonic automatically turns into Super Sonic. You don't have to worry about that with Tails here. And I made a little bit of a miscalculation there, ended up falling. But everything is all fine and good now. This is a tricky section that you kind of gotta look out for sometimes. And I'm gonna go ahead and just mosey on down through here, because there's an extra life. Yeah. There we go. Bonk. Yeah, now I've got 15 extra lives so far. I got the nice number of rings again. But yeah, Casino Night Zone's a pretty cool place to go to, because you can get a bunch of rings and you can gamble. As this game pretty much kick-started my... Well, I don't have a gambling problem, but if I ever did, it would probably be because of the Sonic games. and the slot machines in Pokemon games as well. However, there aren't really any slot machines within a 20-mile radius of me, so I don't even bother. I've never been to a legitimate casino at the time of recording this. And I'll just go ahead and mosey on to the end of the act, which is right after I get a couple more rings here. Might as well get an extra life, right? And plus 100 rings is a guaranteed 10,000 points at the end, so now I can get another continue. There's that continue icon. Yeah, just keep things moving along to Casino Night Act numero 2. I might as well get a few rings while I'm at it. Probably end up getting an extra life or two here, I would say. There's no shortage of rings in Sonic 2. I want to point out something I didn't know until recently, that certain zones in Sonic 2 that if you can actually get every single ring and get like a crap ton point bonus for getting all the rings. It's like a perfect ring bonus that shows up at the end of each act. However, some acts it is absolutely impossible to get because of the coding of the game leaves certain rings in certain inaccessible spots, like in between platforms and ground areas and all that good stuff. But I will go ahead and go over here, get this extra life. Just keep things rolling along. I already got a shield, so I don't really need that one. Here's another slot machine. I decided not to waste my time with it, though. I'd say I'll probably get another extra life since I'm already close to 100 rings. At least in the and Knuckles runs of Sonic 2 that I've played, it is possible to get like 200, 300 rings in this zone. Although the ring counter does max out at 999. Just as the lives counter maxes out at 99. But I will not have 100 lives in this playthrough, folks. Although 2 more rings and I will have 18 lives. And there it is, yeah. And I do believe I'm close to the tail end of this Act 2, so the boss of Casino Night, which still annoys me to this day and any time I play through Sonic 2, because you gotta look out for this boss. You can get hit pretty easily, you can lose rings pretty easily. It's just an overall not good time. But if you know what you're doing, you can hit Eggman 8 times pretty easily and pretty quickly too. And that will actually do it for just what I said, folks. As he will roll on into the background, and that's going to do it for Casino Night Zone, folks. As I got Tails looking upward into the sky, into the distance. And I got another continue. Wonder how many continues I have at this point, because I'm not keeping track. And I don't game over in this playthrough. Of course, here you got Hilltop Zone, which is pretty much Blue Emerald Hill. But that's okay. Blue Emerald Hill with lava and trees. And better music, if I do say so myself, because I like the Hilltop theme better than the Emerald Hill theme. Pretty cool stuff, I would say. Though there is a ROM hack of Sonic 2 that I've played before that has Emerald Hill turned into like a winter theme and is like a fan guess of what Winter Hill would have been like. Which in the early stages of Sonic 2 development there was to be a zone like called Winter Hill, I think, or Winter Zone. And it was supposed to be like a recoloring of Sand Shower Zone, which is, for the longest time, was referred to as Dust Hill Zone, which Later on, Dust Hill Zone was pretty much just confirmed to be Mystic Cave Zone under a different name. The Sand Shower Zone, all that really existed of it in the early days was just mock-up images and screenshots. I feel like that would have been a welcome addition to Sonic 2 to have a desert level. But there would be a desert level in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, as you'd have your Sandopolis, although that zone sucks in my opinion. Can I get one more ring to finish off the, yeah, there we go, 19 lives. And since I was still in invincibility mode, the music cut out there for a second when I got the extra life, but it's all fine and good. I still got another continue. I got another extra life, so now I got 20 lives. But everything is fine and good rolling into Hilltop Zone Act 2. Just keeping things moving along pretty smoothly here in the Sonic 2 playthrough, folks. But I feel like Sonic 2 as Tails actually ends up being the easier mode of the game, if I do say so myself. Just because Tails is more controllable than Sonic as he moves slower and jumps higher. But maybe my bias is showing a little bit because Tails being my favorite Sonic character. I think it's pretty cool that for the Sonic 2 movie they got the voice actor of Tails from the current games to be the voice of Tails for the movie. Now I gotta look out for this rise in lava. But it shouldn't be anything to worry about, as I have a shield and I have invincibility now, so this section can just screw off. And get me a ton of rings. Now this section, I've wasted a lot of time just mindlessly looking at the characters run back and forth through the springs. It's kind of amusing, I guess, and it kills a minute. So far I got 20 lives, but there's another extra life down here that I've just now acquired. And I should cruise on to 100 rings to get 22 lives, and man, yeah, there it is. I've had plenty of practice with this game, folks. I've played Sonic 2 so many times in my life that I know it like the back of my hand at this point. I'm glad I got to redo well, not necessarily redo, but do a Tails run of the playthrough to kind of show off my skills just a little bit better than previously recorded. But anyways, that's gonna do it for the second part of the Sonic 2 Tails run, and I will see you for part 3 of that, folks. Animal buddies have been rescued, 3 zones have been knocked out, and I've got over 300,000 points, 22 lives, another continue icon, and all of that good stuff. I will see you for part